Peace, family. So I'm back with another episode, you know what I'm saying? So today what I'm going to be talking about is support. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us get confused and lost in the sauce, as I like to say, as always, with support. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have good intentions behind supporting someone. You know, a lot of people can go out and support someone with the wrong intentions, and then they'll use that as leverage to kind of throw in your face for a later date. You know what I'm saying? So we're not really trying to operate on that time of frequency. You know what I'm saying? We're trying to vibrate at our highest frequency. So in order to vibrate at our highest frequency, we got to start within. In order to start within, that all leads with your intentions. You know what I'm saying? Spiritually, like. So for me personally, like, get busy right here, you know what I'm saying? Salute the bro to the king, to God, you know what I'm saying? He out grinding and creating and doing everything as always, but this is one of my ways I like to show support, you know what I'm saying? Like, if I respect a man or a woman and their character, then I'm gonna support what they do. That's just me naturally. Now, if I don't respect your character, then I'm not gonna support what you got going on. I'm not gonna give it any attention or any energy, you know what I'm saying? So, but on the opposite end of the spectrum, like, if I see what you doing and I fuck with you, and you making waves and you doing something good for your community or the community or the people, I like to say all, because we all connected as one. Once we get that concept down that we're all connected, even the evil ones just happen to be broken and just happen to be able to be used as an easier vessel, you know what I'm saying? But we're all connected. And we all have that option and that choice to raise our frequency. Whether we want to or not is up to us, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like once we start learning how to support each other and learning how to be there for each other internally, it will make everything on the exterior flow a lot smoother. So, like, if I were to meet someone and I start talking to them, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes the conversation goes backwards to kind of what each other done been through or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But once we get past those stages or have that conversation to talk, then it should be solutions or what do you have going on, you know what I'm saying? So from there, I can figure out, if I want to put myself into your world, how can I add value and support you with it not being at my detriment, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm looking to help you or support you or to implant myself into your world or you into my world, then I don't want it to be on an unhealthy standpoint. So if all our conversations is nothing forward and productive and it's kind of like just kind of get by conversations, then that kind of support that I will be able to give you would be at the detriment of my health. And once you've experienced that a lot already, you don't want to put yourself into those kind of positions to having or be wanting to support somebody at the own detriment of your health, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be more mindful of that as well, you know, and that comes with being self-aware. So for me, it's like, once we get to that point and we're talking, and now, so I got a lot of shit going on. So if I start throwing out what I got going on and it gets skated past or doesn't get talked about, or I don't see or feel someone's trying to implant ideas and they want to turn the conversation, then I automatically am going to assume that this person wants or needs my help or support at the detriment of my health. If I'm telling you that I'm building generational wealth, then you should automatically be like, okay, this motherfucker is going for greatness. I need to figure out how can I support this or remove myself from the picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same thing I do with people that I run into every day in real life. You know what I'm saying? If I don't have a means to figure out how I can add value to you or support what you got going on in a healthy manner, you know what I'm saying, then I usually keep my space until I figure out how I can add value, you know, to connect those links. But I'm not going to bring two links together that don't fit and that don't connect, you know what I'm saying? So I wait. I'm a pretty patient person, you know what I'm saying? I wait till I can get that connection. But for others, like, the same thing goes. You could take those tactics and use them for yourself as well, you know what I'm saying? Support can go a long way. And support could show you where someone's true intentions are at, you know what I'm saying? You just have to listen carefully with these two ears, you know what I'm saying? And then with your intuition. You have to use it all when communicating, you know what I'm saying? So at least that way you won't get in that place of feeling like, oh, these motherfuckers don't support me, or they ain't really doing that. Yeah, you put the test on the table right when you met them, so that way you don't have to worry about giving them any more pop quizzes or tests or anything. You give them a big test at the beginning. Boom. The same way the universe tests us, we got to start testing each other in these other beings that we run into and deal with on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? The same thing applies. I'm going to test you. I'm going to test you. Don't try to cloud me with a bunch of conversation that's not going nowhere, or just a bunch of something to get me kind of responding. Because for me, I know what I think about, that's taking my attention and putting my energy somewhere else. You know? So if I'm focused on trying to create new ideas, and I'm just getting a bunch of conversations about nothing, that's not really supporting me. You're actually doing it at the detriment of my health by doing it that way, because I've already mentioned and told you, hey, I'm a creator. I don't really like to be pulled away from my thoughts like that unless it's going into a better space. And we all have to have that understanding. So if somebody's pulling you to another space and you're trying to go into a healthier space, then they're not trying to support you. And that's what we got to get to a better understanding of. And it's okay if they don't support you. We're going to have a lot of people that don't support you in the process, you know what I'm saying? But as long as you staying true and being genuine to yourself and supporting what feels organic to you, that's all that matters in the bigger picture, because we're connecting. It's kind of like when you kids and you get those pictures and they got the dots and they got the numbers with them. Connect the 1, 2, 3, 4. You connect all the dots and it's going to make a picture. It's the same thing with us. We're all connecting to make the picture. So the ones that's not a dot, they can still be a part of the picture. That shit still has to be filled in. So this is one way we can start to figure out a way to implement everyone. And the ones that want to ride with the ops and don't be supportive and that's on that motherfucking, we want to call it demon time or antisocial, you know, the real antisocial meaning is, you know, they're going against the anti-norms of today's society, not antisocial like you don't want to be around people or like people or some shit like that. So we got to get better definitions and understandings of all of this shit while we out here using these words, because words are spells. Spells, 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 spell. You learn how to spell. You know what I'm saying? So, but I just wanted to drop something quick, slight up here as far as support. You know what I'm saying? We're going to make sure we constantly doing this and supporting each other on a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? Y'all make sure y'all get busy. Y'all tap in. I always got the links and everything down below. You know what I'm saying? I'm your boy TrakBeatz. Peace to the guys and queens.